finances and cash. This is where we left last time on the 4th of April. The MD or the CEO or the founder or the owner, first thing first, they know yearly goals, and then if you are practicing OKR, now I've been trying to push OKRs here with a lot of people. So this is a 90 days attrition when we do OKR. Week on week, week on week, week on week, and every 90 days we make some progress, some progress, some progress. And it's okay if you don't have a team, do it here. It's okay if you do it yourself every once a week. That's what you need, 30 minutes or 1 hour with your team. So these are the unicorns habits, that very healthy team, alignment to your number one goal. Everybody on board, believing in that, working towards that. We'll talk in length that how do you conduct your meetings in your organizations, and then clear accountabilities set for all the departments and department heads, and getting employees' feedback. Now, this happened very well in OKR meeting when we take employees' feedback, understanding dependencies on each other, customers' feedback. So, taking customers' feedback, your NPS score, your value and purpose, your clear-cut strategy for next 5 years, 1 year, what are you going to do? And then performance, plans, everything visible. So this should be your aim, that 2x cash flow, 3x profit and 10x valuation. Keep working on it, and you will see needle point improvement in your journey of scaling your business and enjoy the climb. Now, if you want to 10x the company, you have to 10x the people. So we have here, this is a wonderful book, Good to Great. Anybody here has read that book, Good to Great? The disciplined people starts with people. Accountability is performance management, continuous learning, and action. So the process of built up followed by breakthrough into 3 strategies: disciplined people, disciplined thought, and disciplined action. This becomes your flywheel, and over the time it keeps fueling the engine. So it requires level 5 leadership, personal humility, and professional will. So about professional will create superb results, unwavering resolve to do whatever must be done to produce long-term results, looking in the mirror to take responsibility for poor results. Now this blaming others, I've noticed so much in people that anything going wrong, this vendor didn't perform, this manager didn't perform, and that's where I've never seen those people improving. Because understand that every failure, what is not working, is a wonderful lesson and a stepping stone for you to go next level. And having that personal humility, the modest, quiet, calm, determined, and focus on company, not self, set up great successors, creating more leaders. So this is what level 5 leadership is about. So starting from who and then what. So level 5 leadership is first who, get the right people on the bus, right people on the seat, build a superior executive team, and then go into what. But on the other way, level 4 is the concentrate on first what, and then think that, who do we get it? So getting the right people on the bus. So first of all, we have to, and this is a very, very tedious process, that getting the right people, letting the bad people go, wrong people go. The scaling up will not happen without the people, period. Even if you hire the first person you want to hire in your company, who can at least take away your 10%, 20%, 30% of the load, and you can focus on growing your company, market-facing activities. So people are not your most important asset, the right people are. Like we say, the customer is not always right, the right customer is always right. So same way, only people are not your most important asset, the right people are. And you don't need yes people around. Some owners are very, very happy if they get the yes people around. You need people who can question, become your devil's advocate. And once the decision is taken, everybody is united. They're all firing in the same direction. So be rigorous but not ruthless. Confront the brutal fact and determine the truth of the situation. Right decision becomes self-evident. And then finally retain faith that you will prevail in the end regardless of the difficulties and confront the most brutal facts of your current reality, whatever they might be. This is what our life is, this is what we face every day. Then let's talk about hedgehog concept, the three circles. Very, very simple. What you're deeply passionate about, what drives your economic engine, and what you can be the best in the world. ये तीन चीजें बहुत simple है. These three things are very simple, but if you get it right, note down everybody your passion, what you can be best in the world, and drive your economic engine. Three circles, what's your passion? What are you best at? Now, this I would like to spend some time and type in the chat box. What you can be the best in the world. Get this right. This entire week. Yeah, what are you best at? So Vinod Kumar says crisis management. Anybody else? What are you best at in the world? Or you at least aspire to be? Only three answers. Now go back to your organization. There are three top competitors and do SWOT analysis against them. Are you really best? This is what you think. But the market is thinking and they are going to the best of the best. Are you better than them? So think in those terms. So three dimensions, what you can be best in the world and what you cannot be best. What drives your economic engine and what are you deeply passionate about. ये तीन सत्य हैं. These are the three truths, three pillars. To build a culture full of self-disciplined people who take disciplined action, fanatically consistent with three circles. Fanatically consistent. So getting right people. Then he's talking about Jim Collins' hedgehog concept. So say no to opportunities that fell outside these three circles. The big thing happens when people jump to the opportunities which are not in their circle of confidence and keep doing things and losing money and the entire business like Vijay Mallya. So once in a lifetime opportunities are irrelevant unless they fit into these three circles. Then are you going to be or are you at best at that? Is it passionable and drives your economic engine? And make it stop doing list. Totally contrast to your to-do list. So this is the flywheel concept that keep doing this thing to build the momentum, accumulate visible results, and then keep doing this flywheel concept. Step forward, consistent with hedgehog concept. And then there's a doom loop also. Inconsistent approach, reactionary measures, and then going in to bring revolution into the company and distorting the momentum. You have to be careful also in your journey of growth and scaling up. So the next book he has written is about Built to Last, is also wonderful. He talks about very deeply on core values and purpose. So the remain great over time requires staying with the three circle while also changing the specific manifestation of what's inside the three circle at any given moment. And very good case study in that book he's done is about Boeing, the big, hairy, audacious goal, the BHAG. So from military to having jet engine, which was unthinkable at that time, that you can have jet engines in the commercial flight, which first time Boeing did it. Juggling 4 balls, every business owner is juggling 4 balls. So your people strategy and then executing that strategy and managing your profits and cash flow. One employee today is going, okay, you met, what is he asking? Sometimes he's asking for the salary or he's getting outside, which is very unaffordable and can spoil your entire... You know, आज 25,000 का एम्प्लॉय को कहीं 1 लाख मिल रहा है, वो जा रहा है, आप सीधा 1 लाख नहीं कर पाओगे. So somewhere middle way, if you can settle. So I was coaching a real estate company here, their key employee was going. So he was getting like 40 lakh here and he got 80 lakh rupees jump with a competitor. 11-year-old employee, they settle at 60 lakh. That okay, stay here and then, you know, along the way, you've been around for 11 years. So some emotional connection was there. But the MD ended up doing the worst thing. That employees went to say, sir, thank you very much when he got the letter. He said, तूने blackmail किया मुझे. And the same evening that employee resigned and went away. You know, how you speak and how it lands. 11-year-old employee going from 40 to 80 lakh rupees package, settled at 60 lakh rupees with the same company, compromises is 20 lakhs. went to say thank you, sir, and he says, ये क्या blackmail किया है मुझे. And the same evening he resigned. He says, जिंदगी भर मेरे को सुनाएगा कि तेरे को promotion दिया है, निकल लो यहाँ से. He'll keep on blaming the employees and the competition and other people. Interesting. I personally witnessed that episode. उसने मेरे को phone करके बताया भी I was the coach for the employees. He said, sir, क्या करूँ? मैं कहा, my assignment and professional ethics don't allow me to speak anything here. I have no comments, but I was laughing inside. It's very, very true and funny and sad also. More organization die of indigestion than starvation. So talking about financial performance, that's corporate culture drive financial performance. Yes or no? Type in the chat box. I'll give you some shocking facts. Does corporate culture, so Howard detailing the corporate culture of 200 companies and how each company culture affected its long-term economic performance. See here. Strong corporate culture that facilitate adopting changing world are associated with strong financial results. Those cultures highly value employees, number one. Number two, customers and owners, and these cultures encourage leadership from everyone in the firm. 11-year period result between 12 companies that did and 20 companies that did not have this sort of culture. Average increase for 12 firms with performance enhancing culture. Revenue growth 680, price growth 280, 36%. Price growth 901%. 901%. Net income growth 756%. You are shocked with this. 756% net profit growth. So note down all these things. It's a shocker. Revenue growth 682%, employee growth 282%, stock price 901%, net profit growth 756%. So what sets the winners apart? More than 11,000 startups every hour in the world. How many are able to scale up? 3%. Only 3%. So what GDP is $97 trillion, which used to be, how about you? Growing. So scaling up is a huge challenge, not with you, with everyone else. So what does it take to scale up? So see, these are the GDPs where India's role is only 3.18%. So that means we are, as business owners, leaving 97% on the table if we are not thinking global. When the automobiles came, the horses were supposed to go out of business. But we have a Haricharan Devgan here in our elite circle who's got 200 horses, paid 3 crore for each horse. I met a gentleman from Kanpur doing 300 crore worth of exports on a horse's accessories. Missing the 97% of the opportunity if we don't have a mindset of thinking global. We are facing a lot of constraint here because of the policies. So for example, AI and blockchain. So somehow the policies here are still against these things, especially blockchain and the crypto, where a lot of countries are adopting crypto. So many startups who have set up their company's registration in Singapore or go to Dubai, if you have to. Billions of dollars are getting funded on these startups. So it's not an industry issue, it's an economic issue. It's a big mindset issue. How many of you agree with that? Type yes or no. Everything starts with a thought. If we are not able to think, our mindset is limiting belief. We are not able to think global. We are not able to think scale. So how many of you actually, be honest, when you see all these cricket and soccer matches, that playing not to lose, a simple word. When you invest in the stock market, how many of you say, I don't want to lose money? So when you interact with Dipen, he suggests you few stocks or futuristic stock. The first thought investor's mind comes is that I don't want to lose money. Yes or yes? How many will think that way? Now, आज से थोड़ा सा सोचना शुरू करो. I want to make money. Just change your mindset. Same thing. Same thing. So when you play not to lose, you go defensive and you lose matches. But if you play to win, the entire thing changes. Your action changes, your aggression changes, your enthusiasm, your energy, your thoughts, your actions, your surrounding, everything starts to change. So any team or company which plays more on defense instead of offense is more likely to lose, period. How many of you agree with that? Yes or yes? So mindsets are how you make your world. So set your mindset for success, not for not to lose. You might think your personal internal experience and life are too subjective to be useful. The most successful entrepreneurs transform their past experience and their feelings about them into measurable criteria. So this is the scorecard. In the failure domain, people feel sorry for themselves. Blame game, isolation, negativity, anger, resentment, envy, frightened, paralysis, inferiority, depression. Then the frustration stage. They don't know how to help themselves. Then normal conventional success don't know there's anything better. And then transformation, always making themselves better. Commitment, vision, inspiration, courage, risk-taking, confidence, ambition.
Greatest persuasive abilities to hire the best people you can and keep them at your company and keep them working, doing the best work of their lives, hopefully.
What? I think one of the things that really separates us from the high primates is that we're tool builders. And I read a study that measured the efficiency of locomotion for various species on the planet. The condor used the least energy to move a kilometer. And humans came in with a rather unimpressive showing about a third of the way down the list. It was not too proud of a showing for the crown of creation. So that didn't look so good, but then somebody at Scientific American had the insight to test the efficiency of locomotion for a man on a bicycle. And a man on a bicycle, or a human on a bicycle, blew the condor away, completely off the top of the charts. And that's what a computer is to me. What a computer is to me is it's the most remarkable tool that we've ever come up with. And it's the equivalent of a bicycle for our minds.
I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. And so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. Instantly.
So what happens is if you don't love, you are not passionate, it's not driving your economic engine. Because the journey is not easy. You came here because you want to scale up. Be consistent and you will go through the growing pains. And that's where a lot of people give up in between. There's so much of hard work to put in that everything start to fall in place and then only you start growing. So passion, purpose and persistence, the 3 Ps. So what Steve was talking about from 1976 to 2001, after 25 years, they had 9,600 employees. Took them 25 years to find your tipping point. 25 साल भी लग गए, छोड़ा नहीं अपने ड्रीम को, अपने विजन को. Starbucks, 25 years, 0 to 16,000, they got their tipping point. Peter Drucker, he's written 2/3 of the book after the age of 55. Picasso did his best work after 50. So we are creative in our 20s, but twice that in 50s. How many of you agree with that? Yes, in the chat box. Get frustrated, मेरी age हो रही है, I'm already 50, I'm 40, I keep hearing this. I'm 50, यार age तो बड़ी हो रही है, अभी कुछ बना नहीं है. Don't worry about that. You're 50 or you're 60 or you're 70. And when you feel that way, you'll keep on feeling young, you'll keep on feeling energetic. Now you have wisdom, now you have tajurba. So discipline and focus, very two important parts. So customer, employees, shareholders, all of it fits into the people bracket. So today you will do daily huddle, weekly meeting, monthly meeting, on a quarterly plan, then annual plan, then 3 to 5 years, and then long term, your big, hairy, audacious goal, 3 to 5 year plan. This is how the journey is going to be. For the quarterly plan, you will do KPIs, your critical thinking theme, OKRs, reward, celebration. Every quarter you have to celebrate. On a yearly basis, you will do your SWOT, you will do initiative, KPIs, and critical thinking. Leader's job is to keep looking at like a, the sentry on the ship who is always watching for the glaciers and the problems. You got to have a think tank who is always looking at this. So there are 3 barriers to success. Number 1 is marketing effectiveness, scalable infrastructure, and leadership development. When I do my one-to-ones, I ask only 2 questions. Your biggest challenge is marketing or execution? And the most of the time is marketing. Only 5% people say execution. When I ask them if you are doing 5 crore, if you get 10 crore worth of business, will you be able to execute it? You will say, yes. I said, then your problem is marketing. Let's talk about this. So marketing effectiveness, scalable infrastructure for the execution, and the leadership development for going to the next level where we talk about organization which can run without you. And the most high growth companies have a key person focus on marketing. Steve Jobs used to do meeting with his marketing team every morning. Breakfast meeting. So these are the 4 P's to the 4 E's. What's the difference? We have been hearing about 4 P's of marketing. What is 4E now? So the first P, product, has changed to the experience. Are you making your customer's life easy? Price has become value. The place has to be everywhere. You have to be omnipresent. And the promotion is evangelism. This is the new definition of marketing. So what's the new marketing ecosystem? That is, for example, a beauty company. This is the entire journey of a customer. So from place to every place, banners, portals, pop-up, pop-unders, email, messages, displays, streaming media, rich media, flash, animation, branded content, product placement, search engine marketing, blogs, vlogs, podcasts, vodcasts, everything. Make a big list of your marketing, that what you're going to do in next 5 years. Offline, online, writing books, writing blogs, creating content by yourself from other influencers, your YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, offline meetings, webinars. It's not getting simple leads from Google AdWords or Facebook or Instagram. A lot has to go into it. Then from price to exchange. There's a beautiful quote, a cynic knows the price of everything but the value of nothing. So what do you want from your consumers or the customers? Attention, engagement, permission. And then promotion to engagement. Running instead of only ads, people are sharing your content. That's huge. How do you find a brand's big idea? So put your name here and believe the world would be a better place if. So the Coke believes the world would be a better place if we saw the glass as half full, not half empty. Dow believes that world would be a better place if women were allowed to feel good about themselves. So see their news, this went viral. When they started talking about wrinkled is wonderful. So give people an idea so interesting that the audience wants to share it. Sales up 500 millions in beginning of campaign. Ranked third for the most trans brand. So marketer of the future, experience, do your customer journey. Everywhere, create an idea, no TV or print. exchange, calculate the value of your customers, evangelism. The 4 E's of future marketer is experience, everywhere, exchange and evangelism. Questions around it is a very, very important, very new way of thinking marketing. अभी तक का जो marketing हम सोचते थे उससे अलग है कुछ. Yes. So Vipul ji, one key takeaway today.
There are so many things to take away, but yes, one of the main is the employee part.
Good. Sachin.
पर घंटा मेरी क्या वैल्यू है वो
हाँ.
मैंने कैलकुलेट कर लिया. Man, that was an eye opener. See, I was just going through and I thought, अरे, gosh, I'm probably more than 25,000 per hour. मैं क्यों waste कर रहा हूँ time?
Right. Good.
बहुत time waste करते हैं सर हम लोग. बहुत करते हैं.
Yes. Subhadra.
Everything you say is a diamond, I tell you. And another thing, maybe this tour is not at all like it just flies like anything because it's so interesting and so many things to learn. That is main thing, no? Culture of the company and to retain the employees, how common sense, the environment, and everything works together.
Thank you. Thank you, Subhadra.
Thank you.
Yep. Suresh, I wrote a few lines for you
Yeah.
in the chat box. I'll read it out.
Right.
The content which you roll out is really world class here. The audience cannot have access otherwise to such width, depth, and diversity, even with a lot of hard work. To top it, excellent delivery with emotions and concern for the audience. Your work overall is awesome.
Thank you, sir. Jagdish bhai.
Sir, my key to make a not to do list, which is very important. To do list to har koi nahi raha tha. We've never thought about a not to do list.
Is play to win, like exactly like in stocks. In stocks, you're never defensive. So is the one big takeaway.
लेकिन आज ये सीखा है कि मिलेंगे लेकिन पहले से बता देंगे भैया तेरे पास 15 मिनट है 15 मिनट में तेरे को जो बोलना है बोल और निकल.
Yes, Hitesh ji.
Culture for my company, and second is make money.
Today's learning is majorly into not to do list. It is income related and income producing activities, income reducing activities. And the second part is marketing.
Anand Kishore ji.
Thank you, sir, for a very, very enlightening and great session. And I want to share that for me today, and this was very important and also very timely for a few things which are happening in my life, that mindset are created and reinforced and held in place by words. I think this is a great, great learning today.
Today's session was really enlightening as usual. So I have taken a key takeaway that keep your clients engaging by giving them such an idea so that it will add value in their life and it will keep them or make them interesting so that they can share and they can start referring you. That's what it's a very great and powerful ideas I have taken today from you, sir.
Not to do list. ये बहुत ही मतलब important है. मैं बात भी करता रहता हूँ इसके बारे में.
Right. Banu. Yes, good morning.
So it's for us, it's culture, creating culture in the company. We are doing it, but we may be at 10%, but we wanted to increase like at least we reach at least 50 to 60% initially within that 90 days. And nurturing employee skills. This is also one major thing. And we are also following already to-do list, but it is around 60% effective we are doing, but to take it to 100% to all the employees.
Sudarshan.
Two things. First is work on your strengths and work with the trends.
Rajesh.
Yes, sir. आज तो काफी सारी चीजें मिली है, रिकॉर्ड की है मैंने भी. तो पहले तो 2x कैश फ्लो, 3x प्रॉफिट एंड 10x वैल्यूएशन. एक बहुत चीज है कि जिसके ऊपर काम सबको करना चाहिए.
Saloni.
Sir, many learnings today. Firstly, thank you for actually summarizing good to great. बहुत साल हो गए मुझे किताब पढ़े हुए. It was a great refresher. Disciplined people, disciplined thought and disciplined actions. And if we can incorporate discipline into our life, which is all about being consistent, the results are bound to come.
Vijesh.
Thank you very much. It was a very deep discussion today in many areas reflected me. So, circle of confidence is something that I would like to have that right in front of me. it's got deep effect. Culture of discipline, it's a reinforcing statement.
Vijayji,
Think global, play to win, and price to exchange. What we are taking, and in exchange of that, how much we are giving to customers, or what values I'm giving. And think global. I have to create a culture in my team to think globally with a big vision.
Varun,
As you talked about 4 E's of marketing, we always talk about 4 P's of marketing, but this is a new thing for me, wherein we have to look at experience and market everywhere, and the exchange and the evangelism, which you talked about, sir. That is something very new, and that is a big takeaway for me, sir.
okay.